Hello everyone, here Hilary, and I'm very glad to share with you guys my advice about advanced English and practical English. My channel contains a lot of useful videos will definitely um, help you learn and improve your skills and knowledge with clear explanation. I will release YouTube videos every week with different content, so please subscribe to my channel to update every interesting video. How do you like this video? So in today's video, I am going to share about 11 best resources for advanced English learner to build fluency. Let's get started. You are already pretty advanced in English, but now you are aiming for fluency. To help you get there, I read up my favorite resources from when I was at the state of the learning English. These cover all of the core language skills: listening, speaking, readings, and writing. So you can mix and match them to come up with your own study plan. First, BBC Learning News Review. It's actually best for picking up important vocabulary from recent news story. And it's very free. If you like keeping track of the news, then you will enjoy listening to news review sessions at BBC Learning. They release 10 minutes of news stories every Tuesday and is focusing on the relevant issues of the week. It's very convenient for learning English because the host talks slowly and clearly, not like regular news reports where speech is rapid fire. You can download the transcript and audios for each episode. The top 3 keywords and phrases are usually highlighted, and there is also a multiple choice quiz. 2. TED Talks. Best for listening to talks would cater to your interest, cost-free. Are you interested in listening to tips, street art, or technology trends? Whatever you are curious about, there is always a TED Talk for that. TED Talks are organized all over the world, and the tagline is ideas worth spreading. There's at least 3,800 talks available free on the TED Talk website, and most of them are in English. A talk has transcript and subtitle in more than 30 languages. You can click on any sentences in the transcript, and the video will automatically shift to the line. 3. Daily Crosswords at dictionary.com. It's actually best for learning new words in a fun way, and free. Crossword puzzles are ultimate classic English word game, and you can get your daily dose for free at dictionary.com. The crossword puzzle has 2 levels, regular and expert. I recommend regular because you can sneak a look at the right word or letter. Wrong letters also get highlighted in red. At expert level, you're completely on your own, no hints at all. Aside from growing your vocabulary, you'll also get pop culture tidbits since questions about movies, artists, and slang words often appear. 4. Correct. Go correct. Best for getting one-on-one feedback on your writing. Cost is £6 for 3 days a week, £10 for 5 days. Receiving feedback when you write in English is insanely helpful. Go correct makes it very easy by connecting you with an English teacher who's our native speaker. The teacher spends your daily questions either free or 3 or 5 days a week, depending on your subscription. You then have to type out a reply using city words or less. The teacher will check your words, wrote, and mark any corrections, complete with a quick explanation. There's also a dashboard that logs your score and your most common mistakes. 5. Accurate English. Best for understanding advancing expressions. Cost-free. Most YouTube channels about learning English aren't that specialized. You will find videos that cover all letters from beginner to advanced. Accurate English is one of those very rare channels that only tackles advanced topics. In fact, the host specializes in accent reduction for Hollywood actors and professionals in Los Angeles. There's a new videos around every week. Her approach is very practical because she often features clips of herself interviewing other people. Then she summarizes the words that were used and explains the nuance behind them. 6. Hemingway is best for writing more clearly and concisely. Cost is free online, but $19 for desktop. Since you reached advanced English, you probably had some experience writing in English already. If you want to improve the style of your writing and not just the grammar, there's a free online app for that, Hemingway. Named after the writer Ernest Hemingway, it points out how you can simplify your writing. All you have to do is paste your text into the app and it will highlight where your sentences are too long or complicated. 7. Read lang. It's best for instantly looking up words as you read. Costs free for 10 translations per day. $5 per month for unlimited. One of the most time-consuming parts of reading in English is when you have to pause and look up new words in the dictionary. The reading experience can be a lot less difficult with read lang. Acronym extensions that speed up the whole process. With read lang, you can click on any English word online. Translations will appear automatically above the word. The word for around 50 languages you can most likely find your native language here, there. The app even automatically save the word you clicked into flashcards. 8. Elsa Speak. Elsa Speak is actually best for picking up American pronunciations. It's actually free with pro ads at nearly $12 per month. If you already speak English pretty well, but you want to develop a more standard American accent, then Elsa Speak is an app worth looking into. Think of it as an all-powers pronunciation coach on your phone. You talk out loud to the app, and it points out where you can improve in terms of pronunciation and fluency. It is not just generic advice. The app highlights an exact sound of syllables in your speech that sounds different from native pronunciation. 9. Advanced grammar in use. Best for self-studying grammar. Cost cheap price on Amazon. This classic grammar book is recommended by a lot of English teachers and students. It's the last book in the series and is geared toward C1 and C2 levels in English learners. The grammar concepts are really tackled in depth. For example, you will learn how to tell the difference between must and have to. And the book also delved into every single verb's tense in English. What I like about this book is its emphasis on practice. Its grammar concept is explained in one page, followed by a series of exercises that include short reading passages and fill in the blank questions. 10. English learning for curious minds. It's actually best for learning about interesting topics while practicing your English. It's cut about £15 per month. What is focused on weird history and eccentric characters? English learning for curious minds is one of the most interesting English podcasts you can listen to. The podcast shines a spotlight on a variety of cool pictures, topics including Ben's book, and the greatest art theft ever, and the quest for immortality. Aside from the transcripts, you can see subtitles flashing across the screen for each episode. Advanced phrases are highlighted in the transcript with their meanings defined above, and subscriber can access a little important vocabulary. 11th, advanced grammar and punctuation specialization in Coursera. Best for learning to create a more complex sentences as free. Texting a friend casually in English is easy enough, but writing an academic paper or a business report will force you to use more complex sentences and vocabulary to get some practice with it. You can turn to Coursera's Advanced Grammar and Punctuation Specialization. There is a series of 4 online courses that take at least 20 hours each to complete. The course cover topics such as passive tense sentences, adverb clauses, conditionals. For the last course, you will have to write 2 scripts about the grammar topics and make them into videos. It will be hard to forget the grammar you learned after doing that. As an advanced English learner, you actually have the most options in terms of English resource and native materials. The more you improve, the more your words widens. Instead of you focusing on verb tenses and basic phrases, you can jump straight into creative podcasts and well-lived novels. Sometimes all the materials out there can be overwhelming, and that's where the list comes in handy. Depending on your goals and learning style, these advanced resources can be a part of your toolkit as they reach greater heights in English.